What's going on, guys? It's CBC, and hope everybody had a good New Year. It's been a little bit of a while since my last video, but I'm always still here. You guys know that. It's been hella busy, and hope everybody had a safe, fun New Year. And this is me going into a training session with an online sparring partner that I've been sparring with for a recent while, back in SF4 when their vanilla was out. Basically, let's just say that after not playing a little bit and then going back into it, it reminds me how much you got to remember what to do on point. So I get my ass kicked for so long, which you could see in the record between me and him. And finally, the last 10 or 15 matches, we both basically get to an equal competitive stance where I finally rubbed off all the rust, and you know, only after playing certain opponents do they help you get to that stage again. And this is it pretty much. He uses a very unorthodox team, and that's what I like. And he uses Nemesis, Frank West, and Taskmaster. And basically, I mean, it does the job completely. He has a lot of ways to level up his Frank, and he's very powerful with it, actually. And yeah, what was that part, what I just did there? I don't know, but looks like I'm about to get my ass kicked hard. Didn't even trigger X Factor, which is a shame, of course. And he gets up to level 4 with Frank in this match. Let's go to the next match right now. I realized after, I don't like, I mean, maybe sometimes it looks like my Deadpool is kind of like jumping back, shooting back a lot, but I realize that the more I do that, the more successful each match goes, which unfortunately, like, I like to be in the face of an opponent. I like to apply more pressure. I like to get in there and make them react more versus me reacting more. But of course, you can't take the same approach against every character. I mean, especially with the new expansion of characters, you're forced to have to play differently with the same characters. Now, the thing with what I just tried there, I'm trying to I want to incorporate as many mix-ups as possible, because, you know, one good mix-up after a 300,000 damage combo can literally almost kill a character. And if you especially DHC, know how to DHC properly, then you know that character is gonna die. Now, there was a lot of points in this game where he was taking a good strategy, which is basically he felt that my Dr. Doom was very reliant on the team, like I guess one of the biggest cores, and many times he tried to tag him in. That was working very effectively, because when he got rid of my when you get rid of my Dr. Doom, half of the what should I say? You know, like, you love how all those missiles just missed at the last one. He just rocks Dr. Doom. Because there's two mix-ups that I basically do. One of them is the unblockable with Nova, and then the other one's just you know, projectiling with what's it called, with Dr. Doom, and to keep it safe. And right here, I almost died, as long as he didn't forget to do that combo. But luckily he jumped in at the end of that and got hit by the Aegis reflector, we just call it, you know. Now, what I was saying before is that both of my assist games, every way I have assists, they all work with each other. That's another way I guess I could say that they have synergy, right? Because if Deadpool's not first, then Dr. Doom has them to do hidden missiles, and then have a low hitting character. And at the same time, Nova has unblockables. And then I have, when I'm Deadpool first, I have unblockables, and I also have projectile domination of the screen. Now, if you're ever using Dr. Doom, you always want to do medium hit compared to heavy hit, because it comes out faster, and you can actually pick up a character after so long. Now, I've been playing with a lot of Virgil as well. The only thing with Virgil is that I am forced to get rid, like you see right there, another unblockable. Basically, I am forced to either switch Deadpool or switch Dr. Doom out, because of the way the character is. Now, there's a whole lot of things, and basically he's just a glass cannon in the end of it. And I think that there's a lot of potential in him, and I'm gonna see whether or not he's gonna be viable as far as it is, or just maybe make it as a counter pick. Now, I could have followed up on that hit basically. Right here, I love that. I don't know. It's so easy to do these combos. Like, of course, obviously I mess up and embarrass myself there horribly, but of course it comes in good faith and allows me to take out both characters. I feel that Nemesis alone, I feel that it's so difficult for him to be able to do literally anything on his own. When he's got the Taskmaster assists, mind you, he could do a lot. When he has a general projectile assist, it literally allows him to do anything really. Because what am I saying? Anything? What am I talking about? That's crazy. What I mean is he can actually turtle against you, right? Just shoot the missiles, chill out a little bit, just stay back, and then knock you in the face once, and then you take a good 700,000 combo, and then you DHC into Frank West or Taskmaster. Either he gets leveled up, or you die from Taskmaster's THC. So it's extremely. I mean, a lot of people are hating on Nemesis, but when you think about it, I mean, he probably has more weaknesses against characters than advantages, but with the right mix, he could do the job done. He could do it well, and you can actually see that here. And you gotta love extended combos, right? Another one, and then arrows down. Now, Taskmaster, he's been one of my worst. I mean, I used to hate fighting him in original Morris Capcom 3 because, I mean, the amount of the damage he did on the 3 arrows was 162,000, and if you hit people twice, that's how much a hyper does, you know. And you love how I didn't even block there, right? And then I get hit by this, and of course. Yeah, but basically that was insane how his damage used to be that high. Now I'm glad that has changed, and of course I feel they're trying to do my tri-jashing. Now I hate basically here's where I just got impatient, and I mean, you could actually see how it happened. Like I'm not even doing photon arrays. I'm not doing anything with his lasers. I'm just kind of trying to jump in and hopefully trying to get it in there, right? What's it called? I hope Frank West I know he's an underrated character right now, and he's definitely gonna be he's gonna get a little bit more shine eventually. There's a lot of players out there who are using him extremely well, and I mean, there are people are starting to realize easier ways to get to level 4 as long as you use the meter for it. And once he gets to level 4, it's pretty much. I mean, he out-prioritizes everybody. He can do extremely a high amount of damage, and then he does chip damage. So, I mean, he's gonna get there. And that mix-up, if that hit me, that mix-up, then I would have been gone. But of course, I just gotta be cheesy and do the lasers all the way at the sky, because if I get anywhere near Nemesis, I will just get hit. And you can see all the movements with the little P1 bubble, and you should see. Dr. Doom players love seeing that shit, because once they see that thing moving around a lot, it's just foot dive, and then they just want to see that happen. And this is me just getting Dr. Doom the hell out of there because of the amount of life he has. Now, this was a far reach to go all the way. I can't believe that I let my Deadpool get hit like that, but I don't know if anybody actually noticed what just happened, but here I was basically the only thing I was worried about is that randomly in the matches he was doing some team hypers from a long distance. If you saw Nova doing something like that, and that was a really stupid mistake on my part to actually do his special all the way from the top of the screen like that. There's his level 3, and basically the fact that this happened right now means that, I mean, Nova would save, he could have killed me, and then I screw up big time like that, and so that's already, both of us are kind of screwing up bad. But at this point, he knows that, I mean, I don't know if he would have tagged out Frank West, but a lot of the problem is that when you level up Frank West and he's about to die, you might value him more than he really is, when really I mean, I know he's high level, but I think you should sometimes letting him go without while sacrificing your character is probably not worth the trade. I mean, it's working out in favor here, and you can see I'm just jumping into those like cowardly, and then I use my wrong assist there because I was supposed to do an unblockable setup, and then I do it properly here. But pretty much at this point, I don't know. I mean, like, I see Taskmaster with full health, and I don't know how to hit Frank West with one hit and then tag right away. And so I'm trying to do that, and then this happens. And now I'm dealing with both of them while basically the advantages in this game, everything was just kind of going all over the place. And the X factoring at the wrong time. And with Deadpool, I know a lot of ways to delay combos, but I go for the mix-up there, and I'm like, oh, it doesn't have another hyper, I'm going to delay this one. And I went for guaranteed damage. I didn't care. Here's where he just screwed up big time. He could have jumped up and actually could have got me, but that didn't happen, and this is how the match ends. So I hope you all enjoyed. Anybody has any other requests? I know I got to do some of them subscriber battles again. I still know that no matter what, I'll still remember that stuff. I'm just posting this one as a first New Year one, and hope you guys enjoy.